Nurse Podcast.
Subscribe now on Google Play and iTunes and Spotify. Right now.
So, we back in the building. Just That Fast Black Nerds Podcast. I totally forgot to put a shirt on. This is disrespectful as hell, and I apologize.
As long as you're not going to flash anybody, we good.
No. We're going to keep this PG. We've all agreed off mic, and I probably broke the rule immediately, that, like, you know, we're going to avoid cursing. We're going to avoid any kind of vulgar or inappropriate, you know, stuff. Okay. If possible. I'm not saying that we're perfect. One might slip, pause, no homo, slip here and there. That didn't sound right at all. Let's just say we're going to move on, and yeah, we want to try to be as inclusive as possible. We're back, the Black Nerds Podcast. Yo, hold on, let me give me some hand claps going. I don't even know if that works. But like, yo, we got Pill, we got Ink Boy, and we got the illustrious AB, the audiobook king, out here in these streets. Can y'all hear the hand claps?
Yeah, I can hear the hand claps.
All right, so important that y'all are here. I just wanted y'all to get y'all flowers while y'all can smell them. So you know what I'm saying? We here. So we doing a reintroduction. Actually, Fame is supposed to be here as well. He's talking about he in the laundromat right now. I think that's BS because I didn't hear no laundry jumping around in the background. But you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. We've been away and gone for so long because we just all been working. Everybody's been lit. And Ink Boy said that he wanted to join me on this Black Nerds journey. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Here he is. And then, like, yo, I begged AB to come be a part of this because I need somebody that is an expert in everything that is Black nerd culture. And he is the godfather of Black nerddom. So, like, you know what I mean? AB is here. And then we got my man, DJ Pill. He is in the building because he is pretty much the best podcaster I've had. Co-potter. Yo, you're the co-potter. You know what I'm saying? For the last, that's what it's up. And then, so we going, this is about to get crazy. Oh, okay. And I have nothing. Water.
Honestly, you're
also ain't got a shirt
nothing else on.
Word. So one of the discussions that we started off air, and it forced us to hurry up and jump on air, and it was a great question asked. Ink Boy asked, what is RPG? Let's get into that definition first, and then I really kind of want to pivot into the definition of a nerd, and then like we gonna have that discussion. Let's go. AB, do you want to take it away?
Sure, I'll go ahead and take it away. And I'm just going to make this kind of easy and brief for everybody. Pretty much everybody always hear RPG and it is like, what is that? Pretty much is role-playing games. Role-playing games, unfortunately, can be taken, has different interpretations. Not going to go too much into it or make it complex or anything, but if you're playing, think of a role-playing game. Most role-playing games are like all those high fantasy games like, you know, Shadows of Mordor or the Final Fantasy games that you see the blonde-haired guy named Cloud with the humongous sword. Most of them are always classified in that vein. But actually, some people don't even think that they're actually thinking that the games that you normally play aren't role-playing games. Like, for example, every Madden and sports game you play, you're playing a sort of role-playing game. You're doing a sport. You're playing a role. Most role-playing games have a party of like wizards, fighters, and thieves. Just like a football team, you have your quarterback. His role is to go ahead and lead the team to go ahead and get to the win. As in role-playing games, you have rogues. They're around to go ahead and sneak in the background, open up locks, and try to go ahead and gather information. Cool. Then you have your linebacker. That's the person who's going to go ahead and hold the line up, make sure your quarterback gets the ball to where it needs to go. Boom. That in role-playing games, we call that a tank. Hey, tanks are made to go ahead and keep everybody's attention and get on them while the other group members take out the targets. So if that makes sense, I'm open for questions about the panel.
Yo, first of all, that was the hardest definition I ever heard in my whole life, bruh. Yo, you really just made RPG. First of all, you made it sound cool. You know what I'm saying? And you was able to end it. Yo, that was gangster, bro. Like, I ain't never heard no nigga be like, took a sports analogy and mixed it with the RPG shit. That's hard, bro. That was super hard. And I cursed, and I apologize.
I can go ahead and make it in the mix of rap groups. You got your groupies. That's your bards that can go ahead and talk and get everybody go ahead and bring that money in and everything. Cool.
That's super deep. That's super deep. All right. So, all right. My next question is, what do you feel like personally?
I'll be up there in a second.
Oh, keeps black people from wanting to be involved in RPG shit.
Pretty much, the best way I can call it is it's a culture thing. We've been probably most of our lives, and I'm not trying to be go into some woke or anything like that, but you know, anything that's outside the norm, we are completely skittish. You know, even I could say for myself, for all these 40 some odd plus years, that some things scare the hell out of us, and we don't want to go. We don't go there. Now, some of us go ahead and go out the box and try to see that. That's how people discover role-playing games and whatnot. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yeah, a little something.
Cool.
So can you give me some examples of role-playing games? I know, I mean, like Dungeons and Dragons would be a role-playing game.
I'll put it like this. Dungeons and Dragons. If you like stuff like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Rings of Power, or if you're into anime, you like stuff like Rise of the Shield Hero or the Faraway Paladin, or an old school show like Slayers. If you like that sword and sorcery thing, that you can either get in the role of a knight or get in the role of a ranger badass, or hey, like everybody loves today, Assassin's Creed. Everybody wants to be that cool ass assassin. That's a role-playing game, because you're building your character up by doing assassination missions and getting that experience. The more experience you get, the more cool abilities you get and whatnot. So
is it just a player game, or is it like the game like Assassin's Creed is like that main character guy? But like Attack of Titans, is that considered?
What you say about Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, I can give a good example of a couple of role-playing games that can be just like Attack on Titan. There's the World of Darkness games. You probably heard of Vampire the Masquerade or Werewolf. There are other role-playing games made by that same company that do World of Darkness. And there is like a post-apocalyptic world that giant creatures are pretty much eating people, and you have to go out there and bring in supply. Whether it depends on your game master, because of course role-playing games are more tabletop and flexible instead of just the normal console games that you play by yourself. You can go ahead and decide what your character can do in the story. Unlike you can do with confined to the controls and everything you have in a role-playing game. Like, that's why everybody loves video game wise. That's why everybody loves Skyrim. Skyrim has everything. You can pick up stuff from the desk, rob people's houses completely clean, just rob them completely out, or Grand Theft Auto, same thing. You go inside somebody's crib, you take all their stuff, boom. So something like a game would be like a game like Civilization, right. Would kind of be like a role-playing game, but it's like a one-person game too. But you got different roles that different parts of the civilization does, or different parts of the things that you do to keep the civilization going. You got those roles, so it would be something like, okay, that's dope. Okay, yeah, and then there's games out there that are like Civilization, but you have people who take different roles, kind of like. Yeah, so kind of like, in typical role-playing games, you have your tank, your DPS, and your healer or support. There's Civilization games. You got your foreman, you got your food quartermaster, you got your soldiers and military. Gotcha. Everybody has to take a specific role.
it's like taking the rules of war and putting it to a video game. Because in the rules of war, I mean, you have a team. It's normally you got your sniper, you got your infantry guy, you got your healer, you got, you know what I mean. So okay, that's dope.
You got your heavy weapon guy that can knock down walls, and all the heavy equipment. You got your medic who can go ahead and that has his medical bag with everything. He can go ahead and get everybody back up. And you got your sniper who can who's made to take care of people downrange. And you don't have to worry about those threats. So
yeah, a lot of that, and it's RPG is all about strategy, you know what I mean? But it's also about you getting together with friends in one place, you know what I mean? Have some drinks, spend some time, you know what I mean? You talk trash, it's like of all of the tons of times that I played, it's all about just getting together with people and having a good time. You know what I mean? Y'all drink, y'all smoke. You know what I mean? Y'all everybody build their characters, and then you just spend. And it's never no short game. Shoot, every time I've role played, there's been a 4 or 5 hours just going ham with something. You know what I mean? Having great conversations and chilling with people. So like it was definitely a great life experience for me. But the thing that I always found weird. Not saying weird, because it's not weird at all. But it's like I met Alex, through role playing. You know what I mean? Like, but we were the token niggas for the white groups of friends that we had. So when his white group of friends linked up with my black group of friends, now you know what I'm saying, we getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And then it was all through like role playing and through Dragon Con. The thing I find to be kind of interesting, and yo, Ink Boy, can you have a seat somewhere? You just moving around. You everywhere. Golly, boy, that boy like to walk, don't he? That's why he's skinny. Look at him. He didn't walk off all his calories for the day. So anyway,
I'd appreciate your crotch not being in the camera view though.
Nah, leave that boy alone. He about to do a tattoo while we doing the podcast. He hard, boy. You about to tattoo doing the podcast? Yeah, that's crazy. So I ain't never seen that before. Like that's the first time, yo. This is the first time ever we podding and tattooing at the same time, and we're gonna play an RPG. Let's take it to a whole nother level. And we should all take shrooms.
Is it an ass cheek at least?
Hey man,
I'm playing as a joke.
Man, like, yeah, I'm about to say.
He's about to put that on that dude, man.
That's all. Ooh, that person gonna feel some pain, boy. That's crazy. So anyway, getting back focused. The reason why I brought the subject up is it's actually a part of the show for today. I have a video clip I want to play, and it's a older black gentleman. He has a YouTube channel. And he's an avid role player. Been role playing for over 30 years. And he says his video is called 4 Reasons Black People Don't Role Play. And I watched the video and I was a little I don't know what the word for it is. Fame, you active, so don't say nothing crazy.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, Playboy? All right, so let's see why black people don't like role playing. Let's see. I think what's the reason that I'm on right now? Not interested. Nope, that's not the one. Black American. Okay, so I'm gonna play this clip, and then we're gonna come back and have a little quick discussion about it. Yeah, let's go.
Reason why black people don't play tabletop RPGs. The Black American culture. So when it comes to these kinds of things, Black American culture tends to look at them as not being worthy of being a part of the Black culture. As a matter of fact, those in the Black community who would find somebody, another Black person playing an RPG or whatever, interested in tabletop RPGs, you might hear a term like this. What are you doing? Are you trying to be like white people? That's not black. That's not black. You know, that is the stupidest term. That is so dumb. That's the stupidest term. Weak-minded people use terms like that, and I don't care who you are across the board. Whether, you know, you're Caucasian or whether you're black or whatever, using that kind of term, all you are doing is, number one, exposing your weak-mindedness, and number two, exposing that you are really a, quote, racist, which is a term.
All right. So my man, he goes really deep in depth. AB, I want you to take it away real quick. Can you something wrong? Hello?
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we go. Take it away about the reasons that he just said. That's
Do you
true.
agree? You agree?
Totally. I mean,
Okay.
I'm a child that went through high school during the 90s. You know, everybody talking about nerdism
Extra
now.
weight.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's talking about nerd stuff now, and it's getting a lot more acceptance, which I'm actually appreciative of this generation. But I went through the generation that you talk about that in some high schools, you're going to be having a kick me sign, and some people are going to be chasing you around the school, treating you like a pariah because, yo, man, you white, why you acting white? You know, you a lame. Trust me, we're vicious to our own selves at times.
Social acceptance. Okay, so Pill, do you agree? Disagree? I mean, not because I know you're unfamiliar with RPG, but I'm quite sure you're familiar with nerd culture. So, like, when you hear, did you experience that type of thing when you was younger? Because I'm quite sure you was in the comic books and shit like that.
Well,
you ain't look like a jock.
I definitely experienced, like you said, being in high school and seeing people being separated, seeing people being separated based on the different things that they like to do, especially the games and things like that. But I guess the high school I went to, well, just not even my high school I went to, just high school. Just show us any high school period that you had your, I guess you would consider them your emo kids. You know what I mean? Like, and they was in a corner all to themselves, and that's what they did. They played their games, they played their card games. This is that and the third. I mean, even me. I mean, I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I had Pokemon cards. I watched Dragon Ball Z. And I mean, the thing is, I also think that Black people involve themselves in RPGs and they just don't know it. You know, like I said, like it's video games out there that we play that are along the same lines of that, but we won't consider it as that, or we won't look at it as that. Even now with the job I work at, you have people with all different types of different walks in life that you know, that you could tell, you know, well, I played sports, or I play video games, or I'm just here to work. You know what I'm saying? And those type of people that, you know what I'm saying, they play games and stuff. They normally in their own corner, in their own huddle. They playing their games. They playing their board games. That's what they do. So I mean, it is a divide. I do believe there is a divide. But,
okay, I'm gonna throw one more thing on here because I thought this was like really weird and uncommon. I'm gonna let this play.
Religious stigma. Back in the 1980s and maybe early 90s, there was what the RPG community has dubbed the Satanic Panic, and so there were allegations and things of the RPG that started it all, which you will never hear me mention on this channel. There were allegations of it being satanic, demonic, or whatever, and these odd things happening with kids, mostly college-age kids, and the things that they were doing being tied to violence and all the rest of this stuff. So that was fueled primarily by the charismatic and Pentecostal church that is dominated by Black people.
All right. And the plot thickens. Jesus Christ turned us away from RPGs. Is that? Am I right? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I mean, I'm totally down. I mean, wait a minute. I didn't say this. What do you mean? What I could be wrong? Fuck that. I didn't say.
You should have said, not Jesus Christ. The RPGs are the devil. It's satanic rituals that you come together with your friends and pretend. The imagination is.
So anyway. Yeah, whatever. All right, so do y'all believe this? I mean, are y'all familiar with this? More like Alex, because you're older, you're my age, so like we existed in that time period. I can go ahead. Let me shut up. Go ahead.
No. You existed in the same. Sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm saying, but is this something that you heard about? Like, yo, RPGs are the devil?
No, I experienced it. Come on, Black.
What? Are you serious? Holy smokes!
That's home.
Right.
One of my mom's arguments when I started doing role playing games and playing my one of my old favorite ninja characters, because of course in the 80s you had all those awesome ninja movies that there's always that badass ninja fight at the top of buildings. That was the whole thing. Everybody fought on top of buildings at the end of that. But that's an 80s thing. But anyway, yeah. My mom got ahead and tried to blame my bad behavior, or if I go ahead and slide on my grades, because she's trying to be just like her white constituents that they have their sons. Oh, I have a good son that is all straight A's. Well, I want to have that good son with straight A's. And you have your Christian mom, super Christian, crazy older mom that, hey, I want my son to do the same thing as they're doing. And then if I go out with friends to do role-playing games and I have this little sheet with all these potions, because they had the nice little graphic character sheets back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And they had they have potions.
Got you.
A witch's broom.
Right.
Or don't bring home the original Dungeons and Dragons have a red demon on it. And the first thing they see is that red demon. They don't see Dungeons and Dragons. Big red demon. They're like, that's the devil. I was like, oh my God. Mom,
I didn't even think about that. You are so right. Oh yeah, my mom would have never. If I had any devil or anything demonic as a kid, I can't even bring it in the house now. I'm 43 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I was to pull up on my mom Dukes with anything with the devil on it, she ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how she got into Lucifer. Honestly, I didn't think she was gonna watch that TV show. I thought she was gonna be like, man, they trying to turn me into Satan, but she loves that show. So, Pill, what about you? Did you have any? Did when you had Yu-Gi-Oh or any of the whatever cards? Did your mother say Pokemon is going to turn you to the devil?
No, I've never experienced that, but I can see where it can be misconstrued as, oh, you're in a cult, or you're a part of something that I don't believe in or we don't believe in. So I can see that being a thing. I can see that.
That's super crazy, bro. Like I never thought I would I just never thought I would experience that. I mean, didn't even think that was a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was really real.
Word. All right, so I'm gonna run one more piece, and then we gonna move on. I think we on to something hot here. Let's go.
Reason number 1, ignorance. Ignorance. I mean, this is kind of prevalent throughout all cultures. I mean, across the board. People just don't know what an RPG is. They've never heard of it. And you don't know what you don't know. I'll give you an example. Every Monday morning, well, not every Monday morning because of all the craziness that's been going on, but on Monday mornings, normally, I have a group that I meet with. I have a pastor's group that I meet with. And we sit and we talk and we meet Monday mornings, and then we just kind of hang out after that. And so it was at one of these meetings, because the majority of us are Black, and it was at one of these that we were just hanging out. It was afterwards, and we started talking. I'm just started talking about me running a role-playing game. And I was talking to the other pastor, and he was like, what are you talking about? What's a role-playing game? And so I had to explain and educate and inform, and the whole time that I'm talking to him, he's looking at me like deer caught in headlights. He has no clue. He has never heard of anything like this, and actually admitted to me that he'd never heard of anything. He didn't even know that it existed. Now, this is after role-playing games have been around for like 40-something years, if not longer. Hello. He never heard of it. Never heard of it.
All right. I would have to say, from my point of view, that is the majority of my community. If I was to say the people I've had around me, even myself, I wasn't introduced to RPGs until I tapped into my homeboy that ended up being me and AB's homeboy. Like, he was the one that brought me into it. And he was a white dude. Well, I don't know. He wouldn't call himself white. Well, what AB, what do he call himself? Native American or?
No, he was white. He was Mexican passing white.
There you go. So he's Mexa white. All right, Ink Boy.
Mexa white.
Mexa white.
Like,
That sounds. That sounds delicious.
Hold on for a second. Ink Boy trying to say something. Go ahead.
I would say, like, people, the pastor might have talking about.
Yo, you breaking up, kid? We can't hear you.
I was saying there's like lingo for like everything, and if you don't know the lingo, of course, you like get that look of like a deer caught in the headlight. He was saying RPG initially. I was thinking about like, you know, on like the video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got the RPG. He's about to shoot that. But you know what I'm saying? He's talking to his pastor friend. He's like RPG instead of saying like a role playing game or like, you know, saying specifying what he's trying to actually like say. If you're going to, you know, use the terminology for somebody brand new, like I can talk tattoos right now and stuff that y'all don't know what it means, and then y'all have the same look. But if I break it down to be like, hey, the shading, the lining and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Then you'll like bob your head a lot more and understand more. But if I'm like, you know, I use the crosshatch, I'm using the mag, I'm using, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, what?
Confusing,
So,
right.
He probably left him on stuck on purpose for like, you know what I'm saying, just because he didn't want to either specify or push jiggles.
Okay, I agree. I can agree. But, I mean, like, even after AB, are you trying to tell me that there was a point in your life earlier before today that you understood what role-playing games are? Like, so even if we use the term Dungeons and Dragons, do you know what that means?
Yes. I actually had the luck of being a Army baby. So being on the Army base, they had games like the old Gauntlet game, the little 4-player game with the red warrior, yellow wizard, green elf, and blue Valkyrie chick. Yeah, that's the thing that brought me into role playing games. That I like. What is this weird game that I'm fighting all these monsters and going through these mazes? And then I found out this is based off of Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
I found it was fun because I was like, oh, the warrior, he hits hard. He can kill creatures with one hit, while the wizard is doing all this. But when you hit that button for the magic potion, he'll kill everything on the screen.
Right. See, but like I'm saying, I wasn't really directing the question at you, AB. I was really directing it at Ink Boy, so that I kind of wanted to get a gist of his experience. But don't worry about it. He needs to focus on doing tattoos. So I'm just going to mute his mic so he can go do what he got to do. So I want to bring this. I don't want to say I want to stop talking about it. I want to bring this particular subject to a conclusion so we can transition on. I feel like this is a question. The last question for this segment. How do you feel like we should use this platform to bring more people into RPG life?
Show them examples. Show them that this can be fun. You don't have to be the same black and white narrative that's out there in the world. You are your own person in this world. And that's why you get into role playing. You can go ahead and create this amalgam person, like, oh, I want to be this badass warrior, or I want to be Neo. I want to be a badass 2-gun wielding John Wick badass in this other game here. or or a space pirate that go ahead and go around robbing the Federation and taking the Federation's women and whatnot. So you could that's how role playing games can go ahead and go out, and you could show people, give them examples, explain a little bit, but don't go ahead and go over their heads. But let them know what it is, open them up, and have fun doing it.
I got you. That's actually a great idea. Pill, take it away. What do you feel like we should be doing to bring more black people into the RPG world?
Well, I agree with AB. I feel like we need to give them examples. Give them real life examples. Take the games that they're already playing and tell them, oh, well, this game is exactly like this game. And if you try it, I guarantee you'll probably like this just as more, or you'll like this more or just as similar as playing the game that you're already playing. I think that would bring a lot of black people into playing these games. Is a lot of black people are not even familiar with role playing games. Like I have friends that play role playing games, and I've even went to stores where they have walls of games that I've never seen, heard of, or any of the above, and I'm standing there looking around, and this is a whole new world for me. So I feel like exposing other black people to these different venues and environments could potentially change things.
I love it. Hey, Fame, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you feel like we could do to bring more black people in the RPG? That's the question. Shoot me something simple.
Make some culture-based RPGs.
I like that. That was gangster.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to have Bloods and Crips, the RPG.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, we need to have Trap PG, the TPG. Yeah, Trap playing game. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm in the bando and I got my crew, and then we're gonna go and shoot them up. Like, no.
Don't roll that. The police on you.
Yeah, right. Yo, we could be the popo. We could be a SWAT team going after the trappers. I think
that could work.
It probably would.
It'd be hard. I would love. I'd be Tiny Loc.
Y'all look at AB face, yo. He is not amused or entertained at all by this, bro. He is like, get this stuff out of here. Like, that's ignorance.
I'm trying to lay my neck back. That's all I'm doing. I'm good. I'm hearing you talk about doing some gangster stuff. There's some games that do that. That's called Cyberpunk and Shadowrun. Games that you go ahead and steal stuff from the man and make your money in the process.
All right, so we about to bring that to the forefront. That's actually one of the joints that we are actually going to start doing a RPG game. We're gonna start doing it once a month here on the VVC Life channel. And like, you know, if you would like to be involved, if you're watching right now and you want to be a part of the game, I'm gonna try to see if there's a way we could do it virtually, so that way, like, maybe AB can be the game master, and you know what I'm saying, we can all get the book, and then we can create characters and then play here on the channel. I think that's possible. Okay. So, awesome. All right. So let me go through real quick. I'm the only person that's really prepared, so I'm just going to run with these. The Precious for this week is definitely something that everybody should get a little giggle out of. And let me put this on the screen for y'all. And the purpose of this segment is, you know what I'm saying, this is a segment where we all are going to be sharing the little cool things that are out in the world that we want to purchase for ourselves as black nerds. And of course, for this week, as a black nerd, you cannot No, you can live your life without this, but I can't. I've actually ordered this, and I'm waiting for this to come in the mail. It is a Men in Black alien attack neutralizer replica. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Y'all know what it is.
I'm not mad. I love it. I'm not mad. I love it.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's definitely
man.
definitely Halloween outfit this year. I want one, and I'm dressing up as Men in Black.
You feel me?
Let's do it. I'm with that. I'm so with that. That's hard. I'm
You know
going
what I
out
mean?
as Will Smith this year.
Let's do it, baby. We're gonna get the black
Well,
sunglasses. You know what I'm saying?
so
Black
with
suit
that.
with the
I'm so with that.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yo, this is and if you watching right now, go in the comment sections and tell us what would be your thing. Shout out to Kevin Davis. Black people love RPGs. It's NBA 2K play. Excuse me. It's NBA 2K my player. Shout out to my man Kev, aka the Yeti.
I got a Precious too.
All right, what was somebody saying something before you got cut off?
I was just saying I got a Precious too.
Oh, okay. Can you send me the link in the private chat and then I can put it up on the screen?
I mean, it's something I'm looking forward to watching, but I feel like everybody's looking forward to watching it too.
So that's not necessarily a Precious. A Precious is a physical merch item. It's a physical item you would purchase.
Okay,
Yes. What you talking about is something that we gonna get into on the dive or on there's another segment for that. Like I said, last week it was a knife from Dune. The week before that it was a helmet from Star Wars. The first day, mine Precious, the first show was a communicator badge from Star Trek. Super hard. I'm gonna get me a communicator badge, and it look, the one I found has Bluetooth on it to where I can actually make phone calls, and I can be like, yo, call Pill, and it'll call you, and then your voice will come through the comm badge.
That's hard.
Super crazy. And here we go. Here go AB having to show us up. Come on, AB, go ahead. Throw your badge on the. Oh, here we go with the lightsaber. Oh. That's hard. That's super hard. How much does that weigh? It looks like it's heavy as hell. It's not. Oh, it's light. Okay. It's muted.
Yeah, it's light as hell. It's about 8 to 10 pounds.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Is it sturdy? Does it feel sturdy? Oh man, so you can whoop a girl. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're gonna move on. So let's not. Yo, Ink Boy gonna be like, yo, Jay. So anyway, all right, so next segment we're gonna get into. We did the debate. I have not had a chance to go into a lot of nerd news, but I definitely want to run real quickly down a few things. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, Andor is out on Disney Plus. Oh my God, that's all I have to say. I actually want to do a separate discussion on Andor. Only for you have to be a Star Wars fan if you want to talk to me about Andor. I don't want no fair weather conversation. I want some real deep convo. But for my Star Wars fans, it's going down. She-Hulk, I'm all caught up on She-Hulk. Definitely dope. If you also Star Trek Lower Decks is out right now. Of course, we got the Game of Thrones. We got the Dragon something. That's on. And then we also have the Lord of the Rings. Now, AB, how abreast are you with the Lord of the Rings?
I am not that abreast. I only know just the original trilogy and the long book that J.R.R. Tolkien got ahead and brought out. Mm-hmm. But as far as Rings of Power, that's my next watch after I finish everything I got going on now.
Yo, go ahead, I'm listening.
No.
I was gonna say, my question was less about content and more about how many episodes were they gonna have for the season.
I think it was about 8 or 9.
Okay, so I watched the episode today for the latest episode, and it had this finality to it, but I don't know, man. And once again, that's another show I want to have a conversation about, but I feel like I want to have it with a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be because when I come harsh on it, I want somebody to really defend it and give me some. Fame is supposed to be the real fan of, he's that retarded that he's a fan of that. So I'm just being honest with you, my guy. Just being honest with you. All right, so look, it's getting to be about that time. So let's get on to this trailer train, and let's get to these. Let's start to get to the show to its point of conclusion. So of course, it's time to get everybody on here to watch some trailers now. Let's go.
Marvel Studios' Werewolf by Night is unlike anything else Marvel has done before. Critics are calling it one of the best homages to classic horror.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
You wanna see this, darling?
Werewolf by Night, now streaming only on Disney+.
Okay, so how's everybody feeling? What do you think? You know what give me?
I watched.
AB, go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, you already watched it?
Man, good. That's all I gotta say.
Really? So what you're saying is, you're not only are you recommending it, you gonna give it high ratings. I mean, we're gonna give it
Oh yeah, if you want me to just be nice and say this, I like that old early 1940s to 70s black and white, and they even have the little static in the episode. But it is all HD, a little classic, the little old Hollywood classic. And all I gotta say is, because they have it black and white, they did a Sin City on you on this jump.
Really?
You literally see people get dismembered and gore, and I'm just like,
let's do it.
I had to hit the menu and say, "Is this Disney? Disney got gore?"
Really?
I didn't think about that. I watched it.
Okay.
You know that part when the cameraman got a good helping in its face? The camera just, I was like, "Ooh."
Okay. So, Pill, are you convinced now? Are you going to watch it?
Pass.
All right. Somebody got a TV in the background. Come on now, let's get that muted. You know how we do. It's showtime. All right. So let's go. We're gonna get into the next trailer. Wednesday. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen and gentlemen only. So let me tell you this off top. A show about a girl that doesn't care about anything, finding something to care about, but keeping a demeanor of not caring. Yeah, I'm excited. Like a character that is historically don't give a crap about nothing decides to give a crap about something, but I don't know. So AB, how you feel about it?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm always an Addams Family fan, and the fact that they actually got your boy that you've seen for years, decades, playing
Uncle
Mr.
Fester?
Mr. Adams, actual short, big guy.
Hey!
Everybody loves Raul Julia. He did that. But hey, the original Mr. Adams is a short, big guy, and he got this fine, sexy lady in Catherine Zeta-Jones. But yeah.
So you're saying that you finally feel represented?
One, the representation. Two, one, definitely. But also the way that the show is going to be. I like that thriller, mystery, supernatural, the CW supernatural type style. Yeah. It looks like they're mixing supernatural with Addams Family. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see where this goes.
I would take it a step further to say this ain't CW suspense. This is Netflix suspense. I saw a blood splurting out on the screen. I feel like Netflix has their own edginess that goes beyond network television, but it'll still be watchable for kids or teenagers. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like they push it almost to the point of rated R and then just back off just enough so they, you know, that parents don't start like picketing the streaming service.
It's got its own Harry Potter kind of vibe to it. You know what I mean? That's where you get that that you say a teenager going to watch it. Yeah, I can see that. That's because as I'm watching the trailer, it's like, yeah, this looks like some Harry Potter type shit. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, I'll probably get into it. Well, no, I'll definitely get into it for the sake of the show. Anyway, I'll definitely get into it. Yeah, it looks interesting.
Got you. Fame, you still here? Nope, he ain't. He's somewhere. I think he might have been muted or something. So, with that being said, all right, we got one more trailer, and then we close to being out of here. I think this is going to be my favorite trailer of the week. I can't wait to get everybody's opinions about it. So let me do that, and then let me do this. And then, all right, let me put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Let's go. Hey, ladies, gentlemen, I was so used to saying ladies and gentlemen. We're going to welcome back Fame to the menagerie. So nice of you to join us after long last.
Hey.
All right, so let's go around the room. Give me, you know, of what you just saw. Like, you know what I mean? What are we doing here? Like, are we excited about this? Are we going to boycott it? The same way black people boycotted Woman King. I mean, the same way AB's making a face, I made a face about Woman King and not understanding how ignorant black people are to boycott some shit just because a movie ain't real. Guess what? Movies aren't real. I'm sorry. So anyway, who wants to go first?
I can take it.
Go ahead, Fang.
At least I'm finally on camera. What was the last joint, the Jamie Foxx and Snoop joint called? What was that?
It was called
Day Shift.
Day Shift.
Oh, I thought it was called Bad Vampire Movie. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. I feel like that's what we're about to get. I feel like I don't think it's gonna be bad because I didn't think Day Shift was that bad. I just thought it was corny. And this movie looked like it's just gonna be another movie that somebody had the bag. They gave some good actors. I'm watching it. Because I don't believe that Day Shift was, I don't believe it was under a 5, even though it was bad.
Okay, Pill, where we at with it?
Hey, I watch it. It looks entertaining. I don't know nothing about the other movie y'all talking about. Maybe I need to watch it, but well, maybe not since y'all say it's that bad. But
nah, you should watch it.
Nobody said it was bad. I did not say it was bad. Yo, AB, where you at with it?
It's okay. It's okay. JS1 just lost his Netflix check. You know, he's bad mouthing Netflix right now.
Oh man, they was only kicking out food stamp money, so I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm definitely for it because I'm just like I love my boy John Boyega. I've been rolling with John Boyega when he had his first movie, which was Attack the Block. And I'm looking forward to. He even said, "I'm making a sequel," and I'm pulling my money.
Yeah. I actually bought that on Blu-ray, and I still have it. That was my joint. I love that movie.
Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna be black exploitation mixed in with sci-fi. Hell, that's gonna be a good time. And you got Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, we do. He's in budget. He's in budget right now. So, all right. I'm loving it. Of course, I'm going to watch it. I have a movie pass, and that's all I have to say about that. So, let's move on to the next thing on our list, The Dive. I'm the only one prepared, so I'm just going to run my singular video so that we can get closer to the end of this show because I'm quite sure people are ready to go home. So, but I appreciate everybody that is tuned in and been hanging with us the whole show, and it's about to be lit. So let me put this on the screen. Bow, bow, bow. So my deep dive for this week is something that everybody can dive into, which is the rich, deep, and never-ending world of Rick and Morty. And like, why wouldn't we? So let's start it off like that.
Infinite Ricks and Morty's on the central finite curve, and in the mysterious past we're just now learning about thanks to season 5. Rick and Morty can be a tricky show to map out. Like really tricky.
But don't worry. I'm here to turn this wibbly wobbly mess into you know, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's supposed to have an echo.
Yeah, it's gonna be messy.
So let's plot out what we know so far from seasons 1 through 5 about Rick and Morty's timeline.
Okay, I'm not about to play this whole thing, but it was definitely something I watched from to completion along with 6 other videos. My dive for today is go on to YouTube and put into the banner anything that has to do with Rick and Morty and watch your life blow away. At least 6 hours to 8 hours. There is a never-ending stream of Rick and Morty theories about every theory, every character, every potential version. First of all, if you've ever watched Rick and Morty, you know that there are endless dimensions and there are endless Ricks and Mortys. Why are people trying to break down the different Ricks and like try to bring it all together into some coherency is beyond my comprehension. But it's fun to watch. It's fun to get into. And I definitely recommend it. Anybody got anything they want to say about it?
I love Rick and Morty.
I love Rick and Morty. There is a short series that I want to put everybody on. It's called Vindicators 2. It actually tells you what they were doing when you found before that episode of Rick and Morty when it was Vindicators 3.
Oh, snap. Okay. Is it a YouTube video?
You might either get it on YouTube or HBO Max and AdultSwim.com.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay. So the last one for the day is I'm adding this to the Black Nerds playlist. It's a video that I feel like everybody that's a nerd should watch, or people in general. Let's go.
That's hilarious.
Yo, go to blacknerdpodcast.com and like, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to the playlist, and that way you can get caught up on all. You can watch tons of great videos to keep you entertained forever and a day. Oh Lord. Oh, that was funny. That was so funny. That was so funny.
Need a spin.
All right. So, what do y'all over the next year? Tell me y'all personal opinions. What do y'all want to see happen on the Black Nerd journey? You know what I'm saying? Like, what this Black Nerd podcast journey? What's something that you definitely feel like is important for us to do? And you know, your own ideas, fame.
I love the idea of starting the D&D. Online. I think that's going to push it in the direction that we want to go. I think we should be creative enough to create some stuff. I think it'll be really funny to try to do a cultured version of a D&D, but we actually just not a lot of time. But I'm pretty sure AB is like, this is like a flip of a switch sometimes when you want to be creative and just start reimagining how you want to play something.
Exactly.
Agreed. Pill, where do you want to see the platform go? What do you think we want to do or add or whatever?
I don't know. I know for me personally, it will open up a new life for me in general, being on this podcast, because I'll be able to tap into more of my nerd side by being able to watch different things on TV and, you know, just opening my life up in a different way. But I think it's dope. I think it's dope. Me actually getting into a role playing game, because I've never played one, because of my own ignorance, of course. And I think we should try to create a role-playing game for the culture. I think that would be dope as hell.
Oh, y'all are ambitious out here. Okay, AB.
I like it.
How are you feeling? And you are totally in line to curse these niggas out at any point in time if you want to, because that shit just sound crazy. So we're gonna do something for the culture, like it ain't been done. Go ahead, AB. You teach these niggas.
No, it's true. It's just we it seems like sometimes the more we move one space and then we fall 5 spaces back sometimes. So, but I hope that we can go ahead and keep advancing instead of just always falling back into that comfort space of ignorance. And my man, you're not ignorant. The main part that my man was talking about in that video about ignorance, it's just the people who insulted and just don't want to listen. There's a difference between you're ignorant and you don't know completely about it. I right now, I don't know who the best football players are on the block right now. I'm ignorant to that, but I'm not going to go ahead and say, oh, football's full of jocks and blah, 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 and just tear it completely down because of my ignorance of not knowing, me projecting that into that negative form. And that's what I want to pursue.
I love it. You're so articulate, AB. You're good at this. Because like I'm just gonna scream. So over the next. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull you over the fence, and you're gonna go ahead and make your own dialect. You're gonna make your own. You're gonna be talking about this 6 months later, and be going ahead and explaining every rap squad and analyzing them as characters out of role playing games. Like, my man, MF Doom. He was like a wizard to the damn ears right there, man. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like big facts. All right, yeah, I definitely am feeling you on that. At this point, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Please make sure if you haven't done so, also go on to blacknerdpodcast.com. You can jump into our Discord right now. It's free. You know what I mean? Become a part of the community. Please, if you know a black comic writer, if you know any black game creators, video games, RPG wise, if you know any black creatives in the nerd space, please hit us up. Black Nerd Universe on Instagram, blacknerdpodcast.com. I just realized that I don't have a Facebook page for the show yet, for the platform, and I'm going to get away from just calling this a podcast. I really want to continue to consider this a platform where we can do a lot of different things. So tap in every Sunday, 6 p.m. We're going to get it done, and y'all make sure y'all come in and be a part of it. Anything else y'all want to say before we get out of here? All right.
I'm jealous. I want some of the backgrounds the Flame got.
He just downloaded something off the internet.
That's pretty dope.
He'd flip like 4 of them joints, and I'm like, I get them.
So indecisive.
Oh man. So we're gonna teach this nigga how to use the internet, and we're gonna see y'all next week. Black Nerd Podcast. Hey, y'all niggas don't jump off, but y'all jump off. Watchers, y'all jump off. You niggas don't jump off. We out of here.